What's up, everybody? So today I want to talk about the predictions market and event contracts traded on it, and where government corruption and white collar crime plays into it. Now, first thing that Trump did when he got into office was they fired anybody that really inspected or regulated white collar crime. Now, why a convicted embezzling white collar criminal would want to do such a thing, it's beyond me. I mean, you can pull that thread if you want to. Anyway, the predictions market had been outlawed. It banned. It wasn't a thing anymore, and they brought it back last year, right after he got into office, and basically lessened the regulations on it significantly on a federal level, and he made it where so because before nepotism laws would have prevented old Don Jr. from having a role in this, and after Daddy lowered the restrictions and regulations of it, he now not only is on the board of both main players on this, he's also invested in both companies. One of them being Kalshi, and the other one is the poly market. Difference being between the two, Kalshi requires an ID and it's regulated. Poly market is crypto based and it's not so much. Now, if you don't know what a prediction market is and what it is, which it does, it's basically a platform that allows you to purchase contracts on the outcome of future events or against the outcome of future events. Either way, you're betting on shit that's going to happen or not happen. Now, they don't want to call it that because, legality. It's not betting. It's not gambling. We're no different in the stock market. We're just purchasing contracts on futures, Yeah, whatever. It's being manipulated in a lot of ways, and it's coming to light more and more, right? So, for example, when they went down and got Maduro from Venezuela, there was an Army Special Forces member there, had been briefed, I guess, prior to this few days or something like that. Well, the day before the operation, he opened up a Kalshi account and bet $30,000 that they were going to go down and get him. Okay, well, when that happened the next day, it paid him off $400,000 profits. Now, it took him a few months to catch up on this, because they just arrested him last week over it. But that's just one example, because there were, 150 Kalshi accounts that were open right before the war with Iran, before Trump announced the start of it, like just within a day or so of it, and they were betting on, a conflict with Iran, millions and millions of dollars. One guy profited 400 some odd million bucks off of it, almost $500 million. Now, then, right before Trump announced the ceasefire, there were 50 poly market accounts that showed up right before, hours before, and betted on the ceasefire, and also made hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Now you've got Trump controlling the stock market by making announcements and saying that the strait was closed or open. I've done a video on this already, where it talks about it making the price of oil go up and down, and they were just trading on that. Well, this is another way from them doing it. And Trump actually made the statement publicly, said that the world has become a casino. And what he meant, he said everybody's betting on everything. Well, this is what he meant, because everybody is betting on everything. Now, another way this could be manipulated, and say that you have a lot of influence or resources, and you want to make some money off of a perceived event that's going to happen. Well, you can sell a narrative by putting enough money into it to making it seem certain outcome seem plausible or probable within a community or a country, or you get the news media reporting on something that's going to happen or whatever, and expect it to happen, and you bet heavily against that and make sure that it doesn't, and you're going to make a shitload of money like that. It's wrong in the sense that on a ethics standpoint of it, because you're betting on human lives, essentially, if you were betting against for the wars anyways, or say a duration of a war or outcomes of wars or different things like that. So they need to, and they kind of are finally starting to regulate this humanitarian wise anyways, making it to where you can't bet on wars, I guess. So they just haven't done it yet. They're supposed to. Now, Trump Jr.'s role in this advisor, as an advisor and board member of these companies, is he helps them navigate the legalities and the changing regulations of everything from and all these court cases that are going on across the country, because there's a lot of them going on right now that places are suing to keep it out. Some states are. It's countersuing to be allowed in some states. It's a legal nightmare is what it is right now in a lot of ways. But so he's making a shit ton of money off of that. Now, if that's not insider trading corruption, I don't know what is. I mean, damn, you know. Guys, if y'all like what I do, hit that like button for me. Hit that follow button if you ain't already done it. I appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. You guys have a good day.